Hello guys, it's Victor Isibo. This is no time for pleasantries. I made a video calling Metaforce FORSAGE a Ponzi scheme. You'll find it in the card above. I talked about their modus operandi and stuff like that. But a lot of people came into my DM telling me that I did not mention the fact that they intend to go into the metaverse, into NFTs, and I do not understand why people were referencing metaverse and NFTs because they said that those were coming soon. Metaverse coming soon, NFT coming soon. But, anyways, I woke up this morning and I decided to make this video because of an update that I got yesterday. Okay, and if you go to your Google browser, you will see different news articles talking about this. Sex slams founders, promoters of alleged Ponzi scheme FORSAGE. Okay, this is a news article on CoinDesk.com. CryptoBriefing.com says SEC charges group behind 300 million US dollars crypto pyramid scheme. Okay, another one on TechCrunch says SEC spears crypto crusaders over alleged pyramid scheme. They are talking about FORSAGE, all the FORSAGEs. Okay, they say this one, CNBC.com says SEC charges 11 people in alleged $300 million crypto Ponzi scheme. Now, these 11 people is the founder of Metaforce, LADO OkhoTnikov, and 10 others. Now, you see, this particular one is on the SEC website itself. We'll read it, take note of some highlights, then I will counterpunch at the end of the video. You can see that this is directly from the horse's mouth. This is directly on the website of the Securities and Exchange Commission of the US. Okay, like you can see here, US Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, it said SEC charges 11 individuals in $300 million crypto pyramid scheme. Okay, now reading the article, dated August the 1st, 2022. That's yesterday, as at the time of making this video. It says the Securities and Exchange Commission today charged 11 individuals for their roles in creating and promoting FORSAGE. Now, highlight two things here. They said creating and promoting. Creating and promoting FORSAGE. Don't worry, I'll counterpunch at the end of the video. Let's just take note of some key points. A fraudulent crypto pyramid and Ponzi scheme that raised more than 300 million US dollars from retail investors worldwide, including the United States. Those charged include the 4 founders of FORSAGE who were last known to be living in Russia, the Republic of Georgia, and Indonesia, as well as 3 US-based promoters engaged by the founders to endorse FORSAGE on its website and social media platforms, and several members of the so-called Crypto Crusaders, the largest promotional group for the scheme that operated in the US from at least 5 different states. Now, read this. According to SEC's complaints in January 2020, Vladimir Okhotnikov, Jane Doe, Lola Ferrari, Mikhail Sajiv, and Sergey Maslakov launched FORSAGE.io, a website that allowed millions of retail investors to enter into transactions via smart contracts that operated on Ethereum, Tron, and on Binance blockchains. However, FORSAGE allegedly has operated as a pyramid scheme for more than 2 years, in which investors earned profits by recruiting others into the scheme. FORSAGE also allegedly used assets from new investors to pay old investors. Typical Ponzi structure. Okay, despite cease and desist actions against FORSAGE for operating as a fraud in September 2020 by the Securities and Exchange Commissions of the Philippines, and in March 2021 by the Montana Commissioner of Securities and Insurance, the defendants allegedly continued to promote the scheme while the claims in several YouTube videos. Look at this, YouTube videos and by other means. Okay. As the complaint alleges, FORSAGE is a fraudulent pyramid scheme launched on a massive scale and aggressively marketed to investors, said Caroline Welshans, acting chief of the SEC's Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit. Fraudsters cannot circumvent the federal securities law by focusing their schemes on smart contracts and blockchains. Okay? In addition to charging the 4 founders, the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court. Listen, guys, I'll leave a link to this particular article in the description of this video so that I can go ahead and counterpunch so that it will not take too much time. Okay? Now, let me read this particular part. Okay? They said the sex investigation was conducted by Liz Canizares and Pamela Sonny of the Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit and supervised by Amy Friedman and Ms. Welshans. The litigation is being conducted by Patrick Costello, Christopher Carney, Ms. Canizares, and Ms. Sonny, and supervised by Olivia Cole. The Commission appreciates the assistance of the Securities and Exchange Commission of the Philippines and the Montana Commissioner of Securities and Insurance. Foreign defendants' residence last unknown. Okay, Vladimir Okhotnikov, the CEO of Metaforce and FORSAGE, Silisi, Republic of Georgia. That's his last known location. Jane Doe, aka Lola Ferrari, Bali, Indonesia. Mikhail Sajiv, Moscow, Russia. Sergey Maslakov, Moscow, Russia. Let me counterpunch. There is a part of this news article that said that they are looking for the founders and the promoters of FORSAGE Metaforce. All the FORSAGEs, okay, by the same CEO of the Metaforce. Now, a lot of us do not know that the web space is a public domain. And I tell you that the so-called promoters that are being looked for, they did not actually in real life come out on the streets ringing the bells for FORSAGE. They were doing their marketing on social media, and their names got mentioned in this article. Their videos were seen on YouTube, and they are being called out, and they are being looked for by the authorities in the United States. The Philippines have cried out, and other countries have cried out and labeled this a Ponzi scheme. So this is not Victor Esibo speaking. This is the authorities speaking. Okay? So now, how do platforms actually fold up when platforms crash or collapse? Some say they were hacked. That's a very common place. They lie that they were hacked. It could also be true. And some become bankrupt. They cannot process all the pending withdrawals, so they just pull the rug. Why do I always complain about non-regulation? Your platform is not regulated, talking about SEC. The truth of the matter is that you can be running a very healthy platform, processing all withdrawals, your books are balanced, you're doing very well, and because you're not regulated and you're operating in illegality, the authorities would come and shut you down. Now the authorities are actively trying to shut down FORSAGE, Metaforce, any of the FORSAGE remixes, no matter how you tweak it. The CEO is still LADO Okhontnikov, and officially he is a wanted man now. So you have to think twice before you do anything with this particular CEO. Anything that has to do with FORSAGE, you have to think twice. You know, I had to put this out there because I know that your favorite network marketers are not going to mention this to you because they just want you to keep coming into the platform, bringing in new money so that they, the older guys, can be making money. So this is the update, fresh, less than 24 hours. Be careful. Look for other Ponzi schemes that the authorities are not looking for the CEO to put money. I'm not saying you should not do Ponzi scheme, but this one, the CEO is in the bad books. They are looking for him. Now, if he wants to shut down the platform, The simple narrative he will tell you is that you guys know that the authorities are looking for me. So you're just giving him a very easy exit route. Now that he's being looked for, he can just use it as an excuse to just fold up and, go away with the rest of the money. 300 million US dollars is what they are being charged with for all the forsages. And Metaforce is here. You people are still adding more money to it. Well, thank you for watching this video. Give it a like. Share it with the person that told you about Metaforce. Let them see it, that there's problem, there's fire on the mountain. So I see you in the next one. I remain Victor Isibo. It's bye for now.